Since coming back to Costa Rica, I've been looking out at this beautiful view across the valley from our eco-village, and I've had this strange desire to run up the mountain opposite us. It's like it's calling me to adventure. I then thought, what if I didn't stop there and I carried on all the way up the mountain? Where does it lead? I remembered a couple of years ago we visited a restaurant at the top of that mountain. Could I run all the way there? It did feel like the longest drive ever up a super steep, windy road, so this could end up being a really crazy idea, but I just haven't been able to stop thinking about it. So that is why I decided I had to do it. The plan is I'm allowing myself 2 weeks to train, as I've not been doing any exercise at all, and after researching I found that it's 1,000 meters, roughly 3,000 feet of elevation. It's also the hottest time of year here in Costa Rica. Most days it's exceeding 35 degrees Celsius. I'm going to use Copilot Fitness to train, which happens to be the sponsor of this video, and I'll tell you more about that later. So, let the countdown begin. So I just completed a 30-minute workout. I'm sweating out. However, I have committed to going for a run today. I feel like I need to do some running training as soon as I can because I have set myself a very ambitious goal and I have not done any running since January. Right, the start of the run. Already very steep hill. I'm 1 kilometer in. My legs are feeling okay. My right knee's a bit twingy. But man, uphill's a different game. Oh, feeling good, you know. It's giving me a bit of confidence because obviously I'm running at altitude and a lot of up and down hill, which I haven't done before. And that is a wrap. 5K done. Feeling good. Oh, I think I did it in quite a good time. Yeah, just about 36 minutes. Workout 2 in the bag. I just got back from my second 5K run. I managed to shave 4 minutes off my time, so I managed to do 5K in 32 minutes, 175 meters of elevation. Got in from my third 5K run, and that elevation just is killer. In 3 days time, it's going to be the big run up the mountain. I'm a little bit worried. I am a little bit worried. I can be sweating out. I'm just dripping. I'm going to lose so much water through sweat. The evening before I'm heading off on my ridiculous run, I also bought a hydration vest with like little water bottles and a pack in the back. The other thing I'm trying to figure out is how many clothes do I wear? All right, this is my hydration vest. I'll probably put some kind of electrolytes in these if I can find some. Now in an ideal world, I'd want to start running at like 5 or 6 in the morning because then I'm avoiding the heat of the day. But the problem is, I've decided that I'm going to be running up to this specific spot, which is a restaurant, a delicious pizza restaurant that I'm going to be meeting Rica and some other friends at. And that doesn't open till noon, so I'm probably going to try and leave at like 8 AM. Okay, this is really random. In 12 hours, I'm going for my run. Thought there's no way I'm going to find energy gels and electrolytes out here in the middle of nowhere in Costa Rica. This place that we just stopped for dinner has all of these energy gels and electrolytes, so I'm going to buy a bunch now. It is 9 AM of the morning of the run. I should have left now, but I'm just waiting for my breakfast to go down. I don't want to be running on a full stomach. However, that is gonna mean I'm gonna have to run a little bit quicker to get there for midday, which is the goal. I'm just filling up my water, adding my electrolytes I got last night. I was just telling Rica, I'm really nervous. I think that's why I'm delaying leaving, because last time I tried to do a big run, which was like the marathon I did, I got heat exhaustion, and that was in the UK. But I got lots of hydration.
Yeah.
I need to go get my sun hat from the bus.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you at the top of the mountain.
See you later. Good luck.
Bye.
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 There he goes. What do you think, Neo? That's crazy, isn't he? Yeah.
Okay, we're at the start of the run. I'm gonna stick to as much shade as I can. Still feeling nervous. but I'm sure the nerves will go once we get going. There's a big challenge ahead of me. I'm going to pace myself to start with slow. I think I've just seen the first glimpse of the mountain I'm running up. That peak there, it's hard to tell how far that is, but that is far. Not even a kilometre in. I'm hoping it doesn't get steeper than that, but I think that's very hopeful of me. Just coming through the gates of Alegria down into the village. I'm going to stop off at the bus in a moment and get my sun hat. Should help me avoid heat stroke. And then we're going to continue. I'm going to keep going downhill for a little bit and then we're going to go up the mountain. So still not, this is lulling me into a false sense of security going downhill. It's going to get brutal soon. That is where I'm going to be running up that ridge line. So I think it's up there, Wiggly Road, and then all the way up to that peak there. Oh, reunited with the bus. Okay, sun hat. Boop. I did say that once I reached the bus, I was going to allow myself my first sip of water. Oh, feels good. I feel warmed up now, for sure. This might be the perfect time to tell you guys about how I've been training for this ridiculous challenge of running up this mountain, and thank today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Copilot Fitness. It's actually ranked the best personal trainer app of 2023 by Forbes. Copilot Fitness is a personalized fitness solution. It gives you the expertise of a personal trainer right at your fingertips, all on an easy to use app. And as soon as I signed up, I actually had an onboarding call with my assigned personal trainer, Rod. And having that one-on-one interaction makes all the difference. I was asked about like my goals, scheduling, and even like injuries I had, so he could tailor my workouts based on everything I wanted.
Louis, thank you so much for being here, man, and for taking the time to do this call. Before we get into anything, you know, like the exercises, the programming, the fun stuff, I would love to get to know you a little bit better.
I turned 40 last year, knowing that as we age, we inevitably aren't at our physical peak anymore. I thought, you know what? I want to be at my physical peak.
Well, talk to me about your goals. So what are you trying to do here? What can I help you with?
I think really what I'd love to focus on is really increasing my cardio fitness. One of my goals is kind of ambitious, but I'd love to get into ultra running.
What I find success is maybe setting up, like, just to start off, maybe like 3 workouts a week. If you feel like it's too little, we can always increase. You'll be hearing from me after every single one of these workouts. You're checking in and making sure that these workouts are feeling perfect for you.
For me, my main goal was just to build up my cardio fitness and strength again and get back into a regular fitness schedule so I can be energized and strong and be basically the best husband and dad I could be. So we set a schedule that works for me. I said like 3 times a week would be good for like half an hour. And it's been great having someone to keep me accountable and help me stick to my goal. The app is full of guided exercises with detailed videos of someone demonstrating exactly how I do each specified exercise so I can kind of check if I'm doing it right. And whether you're at the gym or at home, like I was training, Copilot Fitness is completely flexible and I can fit in a session whenever suits me. So I was like shifting some of the scheduled exercises to the next day just so I had that flexibility. And if you wanted to completely switch it up, you can change your trainer at any time. Honestly, I've absolutely loved using the app for the last few weeks and it's been the best streak of like regular fitness I've probably ever had in my life. And I think that is down to having that human connection. We've been messaging back and forth. He's been keeping me motivated and encouraged. And it makes it so easy never having to think about what I'm gonna do for my workout because everything's planned out for me. I literally just click start and it like coaches me through. And like I said, if I wanna check that I'm doing an exercise right, I can just check on the app for the demonstration. And then linking the app to my Apple Watch was an optional bonus. And it's been great because I can feed more data back to Rod. He can track my fitness and improvements. And honestly, it's been so valuable to me, especially training for this crazy running challenge today. So if you're ready to make a real change in your life and focus on your fitness, give Copilot Fitness a try for free for 14 days with your very own personal trainer. Just click the link below to get started on your fitness journey. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Right, I better get back on this run. The next little section is in the shade, but I'm going to put my sun hat on. Oh. This one's good as well. It's got a flap that can protect my neck. Oh, I feel very Australian with this on. Actually, one of my favourite YouTubers, Bo Miles, does a lot of cool running challenges, and he's always got his sun hat on. And obviously the hardest geezer running across Africa right now. I'll link him below. He's just about to finish the entire continent of Africa. He's been running all year. So yeah, check him out. Very, very inspiring. So I set off again, leaving the surfaced roads and familiar surroundings of our village and headed down a windy dirt trail. This track was a historic road that's probably been used for hundreds of years, long before the new modern tarmac roads we use today. I love to imagine snapshots of the past, farmers and villagers going about their daily life, walking these routes every day. Then fast forward to today, where they're rarely used. As I'm contemplating all of this, it's like I'm running back in time. I followed the track to where it ended and then reached the threshold of the dense jungle ahead. Right, I'm entering the jungle now. And luckily, the sun has gone in. It's kind of cloudy right now, which is great for me. Great for the heat. Let's do this. So I transitioned from a wide dirt track to a narrow walking trail. At times, I couldn't clearly see the way ahead, but I continued onwards, weaving through beautiful vegetation, trees with magnificent buttress roots, and down to a dried up riverbed. This time of year is the driest it gets in this part of Costa Rica. I feel like the earth is parched and desperate for rain. We are on the brink of rainy season, and although the forest looks lush now, when the first rains hit, this place is going to flourish even more. The rivers are going to flow, and the land will entirely transform. I stumbled down to the main river, a sacred place for people who live in the area. It feels like a secret swimming hole tucked away in the Machuca Valley, and I can't wait to spend time relaxing down here as a family. But today, that was not on my agenda. I just arrived at the river. I'm going to splash some water on my face, cool down a little bit, and then carry on running. I don't quite trust the river to drink from, so I'm not going to fill up my water bottles, but I think I should have enough water to get me to the top of the mountain. So I need to backtrack to the main road now and then loop back up. And I think that is the road I'm running up. Brutal. I'm joining a road now, and I think almost all of the remainder of the run is on a road like this, probably at this steepness, which is brutal. It's gonna have to probably go like this pace. Oh, this is slow. I'm having to walk. I'm going to try and run as much as possible, but this is impossible. I'm probably covering the same speed walking. I'm going to have my first gel, just over a third of the way there. On with the battle. Oh, this is so much harder than I thought it was going to be, and I thought it was going to be hard. These uphills are just brutal. Guys, I don't know if you can spot this, but that house there in the middle is right by the end of our lot. So that's where I ran from, where the bus is. And I'm now here, the other side of the valley. Honestly, it's going to be a mixture of walking and running. Oh, just over an hour. Weirdly, just where I stopped to talk, there's a very strange animal that's obviously been hit by a car. It's not too gruesome, but does anyone know what animal this is? Oh. Sad I got hit. Some beautiful wildlife out here. Let's see if I can spot any whilst I'm running. Yesterday, we were having dinner at a restaurant nearby, and some people said right before we arrived there was 2 scarlet macaws, like the beautiful red parrots, sitting in a tree. So I'll let you know if we spot any. By the way, wildly underestimated how hard this is going to be running. So yeah, definitely going to be a lot of walking uphill. It's dropped my speed right down, but my heart rate is still hovering above 160, so I don't really want to push myself much more. Hopefully with some flats we can get back running. My heart rate was just like steadily above 170, which is like my, I don't know how it works, but that's like my top workout bracket when I'm really pushing it. And I just thought this ain't sustainable, so I need to rest for a bit, rehydrate, get some electrolytes, then my heart rate die down again and then I can carry on. But yeah, this is, I don't know how people run these steep hills. I think I've got a lot more training to do. Oh, definitely going to be using Copilot Fitness a little bit more. I really want to get my VO2 max number higher, which is like how much oxygen you're able to pump around your body and fuel your muscles with. So I think that's going to help my aerobic fitness. Sun's out again. It is hot. Oh, this is so tough. But I'm getting there. I've been getting some strange looks from cars that are going past. They're like, what is this nutter doing? Oh, it is a bit mental. Oh, wow, the views are already crazy. Guys, this is the first time it looks like it's flattened out a little bit. I might actually be able to start running again. But we've done some serious altitude. I also think I can see the finish line through here. I think it's up there. See maybe one of those buildings at the top? I think that's where I'm heading. So still quite a bit further to go.
Now it's at this point I'd love to remind you that I am not an athlete and only recently started focusing on my fitness. I know for many seasoned runners this challenge seems tame, but I've got to start somewhere, and to me this is the perfect way to test myself. It's my first time running whilst climbing some proper elevation, and it's a whole new experience. The bonus is I'm able to admire the breathtaking views as I'm looking down from the mountain ridge to where I started. It's such a wild feeling to see the progress as I keep pushing on.
My calves are absolutely on fire. It's just so painful. I'll take it a right here. Hola. Okay, take a little sit down, rehydrate, maybe have an energy gel. Oh, this looks like a nice little spot. Oh, holy moly. I think I'm going to need to stretch my legs, otherwise they're just going to seize and cramp. Oh.
I finished replenishing my body, replacing all the fluids and salts I'd lost. Resting for a moment and stretching out my aching muscles, I mustered all of my remaining energy to prepare for the final push and hit the tarmac again. And although I was slow, I tried to build momentum.
I've just spotted a very steep uphill section I'm about to have to tackle. Oh, we are so close to the end.
The endless hills were relentless and did not stop. Every time I came around a corner and hoped for the top, the road just kept going up and up. But I didn't let myself get discouraged, and before I knew it, I wasn't far from the end. And as a sign, I had a little visitor on my route to congratulate me.
Guys, I just spotted a toucan in the tree ahead. Let's see if I can get a shot of it before it flies off. Unreal. That is unreal. Just casually seeing a toucan that close up whilst running. one of the incredible things about living in Costa Rica. Okay guys, I've almost reached the finish line. This is where I'm going to be meeting Rica and our friends for lunch. Obviously, it's been a snail's pace just crunching up these hills. I probably could have pushed myself a little bit harder to do it a little bit quicker, but I've been going over 2 hours with a pretty high heart rate, really pushing my cardio, so I don't know, I feel like it's a pretty good achievement. Yeah, almost 7 miles, over 11 kilometers. I made it!
I can't believe, honestly, congratulations. The whole drive up, I was like, how is Louis running? Like, the car was barely making it up, so I cannot believe you made it. Before us too, just before us.
I am exhausted. I'm ready for lots of hydration and food.
Lots of food, yeah. Do you know what Dad just did?
High five!
Do you know what Dad just did? Yeah! Congratulations. That was amazing.
First thing I ordered, ice water. It was an overwhelming day, such a big challenge to take on, but I made it to the top. We had a celebratory lunch together with friends, and I reflected on what an intense morning I'd just had. I was kind of in disbelief of what I'd just accomplished. So I'm going to keep training and hopefully getting fitter and fitter and gradually heading towards my ambitious goal of running an 100-mile ultramarathon in a day. Thanks again to Copilot Fitness for sponsoring this video. I've now completed a 10 workout streak and going strong. And like I said, if you want to try it out for free for 14 days with your very own personal trainer, click the link below. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.